A very good morning, students. I am again welcoming you all in the class of business management. In the last few classes, we had been discussing about the concept theories of management, planning, controlling. In today's class, we will discuss about the motivation. So let's start the topic now. What is motivation? If we see the meaning of motivation, the word motivation has been originated from the term motive. What it means? The word motivation is came from the word motive, which relates to wants, needs, impulses, and drives within a person. Motivation refers to the process of inspiring people for doing tasks and achieving goals and desires. This is the meaning of motivation. From this paragraph, we can clearly see that the word motivation is derived from motive of anything. A motivation is a process where we inspire people for achieving anything. One of the definition we can see here mentioned. Motivation refers to the way in which urges, drives, desires, aspirations, strivings, or needs direct control or explain the behavior of human beings. Motivation is anything. It can be urges, drives, desires, aspirations, strivings, or need through which a behavior of human being is formed or explained. Let's see the nature of motivation. Motivation is a psychological phenomenon. Motivation is basically related to your psychology. It is in mind. It is a psychological process. Motivation is internal and external as well, but motivation is basically depending came from your mind. Motivation is ongoing process. A man require to be motivated every time. Every time a worker, a employee need to be motivated for doing any task. Next is active and conditional. Motivation is active and conditional as well as some factors can be motivate a individual, but the same factor cannot motivate to the another individual. So it can be active and conditional too. The next person cannot observe easily. Motivation cannot be observed easily, as I uh, said that it is a psychological process. This process performance. This process performed in mind. You cannot see it easily. The person to whom you are motivating is motivated or not. You cannot observe easily. You can observe after a keen observation, after the task which he is performing. By observing that task, you can observe, but you cannot observe easily in your open in the eyes in one go that the person is motivated or not. Goal oriented process, sorry, this is the process. This is not the uh, process. There is a spelling mistake. Let's see the process. Motivation start with any motive. There is always been a motive in the motivation process. A person cannot be motivated without any motive. So motive is the first step of a motivation process. Next, behavior. The motive which lead to for achieving the motive, a person performs so many activities. These activities form the behavior of individual. So the process of motivation, the second step is behavior. Third step is goal. The motives uh, which came in the mind of a human being, and for which lead to a behavior, and behavior lead to the achievements of goal. Then in the whole process there is a involved is a tension reduction is also involved there. Tension reduction, is also the fourth step of the process. People get motivated and reduce their tensions. The next slide is theories of motivation. Let's understand in one go theories of motivation. Maslow need hierarchy theory is the first theory. Hey, a second was in Herzberg's two-factor theory. Third one is Droger X and Y theory. Ochi's theory of Z. Let's see Maslow's need hierarchy theory. The Maslow's need hierarchy theory is divided into five steps. Maslow said that there is a five need of individual which which motivates an individual, and there are certain set of assumption. He said human being is always need to be uh, the need of the human being cannot be fully satisfied. Once a need satisfied, another need arises. So he also assumed that a man cannot jump from lower need to higher need until and unless these needs are satisfied. So he said there is a five need a human being try to achieve, get motivated by achieving this need step by step. So the first one is a psychological, physiological need. These need related to these need also set to basic needs. Basic needs include food, shelter, या home, and clothes. Food, shelter, or clothes. These are the basic needs. Once these needs are satisfied, the human being jump into human being motivated for the another need, which is safety and security need. So once the basic needs of an individual satisfied, the individual seeks for their job securities, for their for their safety, and for their family safety. uh, so they for their family safety and social security motivate the individual. Once these social security needs satisfy, the individual jump to the another need which will motivate the human being, which is social need. Social need means, for example, we can understand once a human being's psychological need completed, safety need completed, the man wants to live with his family and the society and culture where he belongs. He want to live there. He want to do job in that particular place where his family, his friends are situated. uh, Next is once the social need satisfied, then another need is esteem need. Esteem need means it is related to the we can say these are related to his ego or his status. Once the social needs satisfy, the human being want to fulfill esteem need. Esteem need comes mean in esteem need we can say understand with an example that my house in the locality will be finest. I will have a expensive car. I will have an expensive car. I will have a expensive uh, clothes and all that. Here we compare ourselves with this society, the surroundings where we belong, and we want to be superior on there. So the first one is basic psychological need, sociological need, physiological need, sorry, safety, security need, social need, esteem need. The last one is self-actualization need. After the completion of all the needs, The human being is motivated by the self-actualization need. Like a man wanted to be a painter, but due to these need, he could not be could not follow his fashion. So after the achievement of these need, he will start painting. So this is self-actualization need. So these are the five needs given by the Maslow, and the human being motivated by these needs. Once a need is satisfied, the human being jump to the another need. So next theory is Herzberg two-factor theory. Let's see what this theory says. This theory says that there are two factors. One is hygiene factor in an organization, another is motivational factor. The hygiene factor are those factors the presence of which cannot motivate the individual, but the absence of which can demotivate the individual. These factor called hygiene factor, which include pay, company policy and administration, fringe benefits, physical working condition, status, interpersonal skill, and job securities. These are the hygiene factor. This theory is very important. If examiner is uh, setting any question paper, he will definitely consider this topic and he will definitely ask one of the question from these needs. Another is motivational factor. Herzberg said that some motivational factor also there, which absence of which motivate the presence of which motivate the individual. The factor are recognition. A man want recognition in his job, in his company, and the recognition makes a man motivated. Sense of achievement. If an individual is doing a job and he got the sense of achievement, then he will definitely get motivated. Growth and promotion opportunity. If in a company there is a growth and opportunity chances, and a human being, a worker feels that working in a company or doing a better job in a company will lead to growth and promotional opportunity, he will definitely get motivated. Responsibility. Some individuals will also get motivated when someone give them responsibility. Meaningfulness of work. This is also a very important factor. If we are doing job and we think that it is very meaningful for us, for our society, for our clients, then individual will definitely get motivated. So the Herzberg two-factor theory state these two factors. One is hygiene factor, another one is motivational factor. Next theory is McGregor X and Y theory. McGregor divided to given the theory X and Y theory. He said he gave theory of X. The theory of X stated that most of the employee to neglect work. The X theory is negative type theory. Is a negative thought theory, which said most of the employee try to neglect work. Manager believe that employee need to be pressurized. Manager believe that they do not uh, take their responsibilities. They means that employee do not take the responsibility. Employee give priority to the job security. Here, X theory state this point, where the Y theory is opposite of this theory, opposite of these point, and Y theory take the positive way. Like most of the employee, I do not neglect the work. They are responsible enough. They are looking for the company's growth, not for their personal growth, and so on. The next theory is Ochi's jet theory. Here, jet is nothing. Jet denote nothing, but Uchi theory gives some important. points that integration of organization is strong bond between employee and organization, mutual trust, employee involvement, coordination, and human resource. These points are given by Uchi jet theory. So, in one go, we understood the meaning of motivation and the nature of motivation, process of motivation, theories of motivation. We all in this lecture we also understand Maslow need hierarchy theory, Herzberg two-factor theory, then Mike Geiger X and Y theory, and William Uchi jet theory. So thank you, class. If you have any doubt, you can message me. I will clear you all the doubt related to the motivation. Thank you for the today's class.